Let me ask you a question right now. Do you feel lost in your everyday life? Like you're living the same life day to day, the same boring life day to day, nothing's changing, nothing's happening. You could be going to a job you hate. You could be going to school you hate. You could be playing just video games. But does it just feel like you're doing the same boring thing over and over and over again? Do you feel like you're not making any progress in life at all or where you want to be? You see, when I look back on my own life 2 years ago today, I'm right now laying on my bed. Well, it was actually my grandma's bed with my leg broken. And I broke my leg from a poor decision at a party. And now I had to suffer the consequences. So I was laying in the bed. Imagine all I was able to do day in and day out, once I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, is just play video games and watch anime. I didn't do anything else. I couldn't get out the house. I couldn't go to my school or anything because I had my leg broken. I would only get up from the bed to use the bathroom and shower. That's it. I absolutely hated my life during this phase. And all I was able to do is just think on how I can learn from this experience. So this is what I want to teach you today is based on that experience I had, what I learned from it, and how you guys could apply to yourself too. I say you guys, but I'm really talking to you specifically. So the single most important thing I want you to do right now is think. Listen to your own thoughts. Develop your own thoughts. There's this, it's not really a theory, it's more of like a practice. It's called the law of attraction. And basically, it just talking about how your thoughts project itself to the universe, or however, I know you might not be spiritual or whatever, but your thoughts can be powerful, and just developing this image in your mind really could play itself out in the real world. So think about your thoughts a lot and don't get distracted by your thoughts either. You could meditate on this, you could go on walks or whatever, but really dive deep into your own thoughts and keep asking yourself, what can I learn? How do I want to live? And stuff like that. And this will eventually lead to having motivation. And that could be motivation to go into the gym. That could be motivation to stop wasting your time on video games. That could be motivation to put down the show you're watching and actually start watching something more educational, maybe reading a book. But either way, you need to develop this motivation. And this motivation will guide you pretty much in life to where you want to be. Motivation is driven by the wants, and the needs are driven by discipline. So you need to learn how to also convert this motivation that you just now built through thinking into discipline. So that's the step-by-steps. First think, then develop motivation from the thoughts, and then develop discipline from the motivation. Really put yourself in the situation that you need to grow. And developing discipline alone is the single most greatest thing a man can accomplish. A man full of discipline is the most powerful man you ever come across. And man, I gotta stop saying "and" all the time. But just develop this discipline because that will help motivate you furthermore to build even more discipline and just grow as a man. I'm just looking at my notes real quick. Sorry. So do you really want to save your future self or your future family or even your current family? The only way to do that right now is by working on your current self. You can't expect to save or have this future life that you envision, that you dream of, if you're not working on it. Everything you do right now is affected later on in the future, or is affecting the later future self. So ask yourself this question right now. You could write it on a piece of paper. You could record, you could even record yourself now and watch it a couple years later. But where do you want to be in the next 5 to 10 years? Ask yourself this question right now. It's really important. Write it down. Write down your goals, whatever. But ask yourself, where do you want to be in the next 5 to 10 years? And then right below that, also put down, what am I currently working on to accomplish this? So that could be, oh, I want to have the six-pack body, like super built body. I want to have $1 million, whatever it is that you envision of these like huge dreams. If you're not working on it right now, don't expect to have that later on. It doesn't just come to you. It's not, you could have the most luck in the world, whatever, but if you don't put in any work at all, that luck will not help you. And coming across this phrase, you hear it all the time: YOLO, you only live once. People say that all the time for like dares and stuff like that, but truly, listen to that phrase again. You only live once. You only get one life, one chance. So there's so many mistakes you can make in the limited time that we have on this earth. It may seem like a long time that we're alive, but it really is not. Because once you die, that's it. It's over. So you only have one life. So ask yourself, where do you want to be in the next 5 to 10 years? And truly work on it right now. Start today. Don't start tomorrow. Start today.